Welcome to the Future Strong podcast. Today we're looking into something really interesting, the potential for AI in mental health support based on some research you flagged.
Yes, specifically a study that caught my eye, published in the New England Journal of Medicine. And it's not just, tech hype. It seems to point towards real possibilities for accessing care.
Right. Potentially even 24/7 support, which is huge.
Exactly.
So our mission today is really to understand what this research discovered, look at the potential benefits, maybe some of the concerns around AI therapy, and just get a clearer picture of what this might mean moving forward.
Sounds good. Where should we start?
Let's start with the problem they're trying to solve, the significant shortage of mental health clinicians in Theravada.
Ah, yes. The numbers are quite stark, aren't they? The data suggests, I believe, it's one clinician for every 340 people in their bot.
Wow, 1 for 340.
Yeah.
That's a major barrier for people needing help,
It absolutely is. It means long waits, difficulty finding someone, especially in certain areas. It's a real access issue.
which is where this Dartmouth College research comes in. They ran the first randomized clinical trial for AI therapy. Is that right?
That's what's being reported. And it wasn't just a quick setup. They apparently spent over 5 years training this AI bot.
5 years. Okay, so this was a serious effort.
Definitely. Using clinical best practices, and one of the researchers mentioned a lot of trial and error was involved to get it right. It wasn't just plug and play.
Right, you'd hope not with something this sensitive. So what did they actually find? The study involved about 200 people.
Around 200, yes. People dealing with conditions like depression, anxiety, or who were at risk for eating disorders.
And the results.
Well, the key finding was that the group who used the AI therapy bots showed significant improvement compared to the group that didn't receive treatment.
Significant improvement. Okay, so it seemed to.
Yeah,
It seemed to work on some
which
of them.
suggests a positive effect, yes. Which is interesting in itself, but what really stands out is the comparison to human therapy.
Right. How did it stack up?
This is the fascinating part. The researchers stated the effects they saw strongly mirrored what you'd expect from the best evidence-based trials of traditional psychotherapy.
Mirrored the best trials.
Yeah, they even said the results were comparable to studies using the, quote, gold standard of available treatments.
That's quite a statement. Comparable to the gold standard.
It is. It certainly makes you pause and think.
Definitely. And, therapy is so much about the relationship. Did this study touch on that? People connecting with a bot?
It did, and that was another maybe slightly surprising outcome. People apparently developed quite strong relationships and trust with their AI therapists.
Really? Trust with an AI.
That's what the study reported. Individuals felt they could genuinely work with the AI on their mental health symptoms.
Huh.
And, the strength of that therapeutic bond, that alliance, is usually a really strong predictor of whether therapy is successful.
Whether it's with a human or apparently an AI. That's interesting.
It really challenges some assumptions, doesn't it?
It does. Another big aspect mentioned was accessibility.
Yes, the 24/7 nature of it. That's a huge potential advantage over scheduled appointments.
People could message anytime.
Apparently so. The researchers noted patients often message the AI therapists at all hours, even like in the middle of the night, for things like insomnia, getting support right when you need it.
That immediate access could be transformative for some people.
It could potentially bridge a critical gap.
So what do the established bodies think? Like the American Psychological Association, the APA, are they on board with this?
Well, the APA has acknowledged this specific research. They've definitely raised flags about some unregulated AI therapy apps out there in the past.
Okay, so they draw a distinction.
It seems so. For this particular AI model from the Dartmouth study, they noted the rigorous clinical training involved. They actually said they were encouraged by it. Yes, they viewed it as a positive step because it was grounded in psychological science, it showed efficacy and safety in this trial, and importantly, it was co-created by subject matter experts.
Ah, okay. So the expertise behind it matters. It's not just code, it's clinically informed code.
Precisely. That seems to lend it credibility in their eyes.
But it's still early days, right? The researchers aren't saying this replaces therapists tomorrow.
No, absolutely not. They're quite clear about that. Cautious optimism is the phrase, I think. They stress it's early-stage technology and needs more trials, more research before any kind of widespread use.
Which leads to the big question. Does this mean human therapists are obsolete?
The experts involved and the APA view seems to be a firm no.
No, why not?
Well, remember that shortage we started with? There just aren't enough human therapists to meet the current demand.
Right, the 1 in 340 number.
Exactly. So the thinking is, AI therapy isn't about replacing humans, but potentially augmenting the workforce, filling gaps, handling certain types of cases, maybe.
So it's more about expanding the total availability of support.
That seems to be the perspective. There's a need for all the quality help we can get, whether it's human or potentially down the line, a well-trained AI.
So wrapping this up, it looks like this research offers a pretty compelling glimpse into how AI could play a role in mental health. The idea of comparable results, that trust factor,
Hmm.
it's definitely food for thought.
It really is. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What does the future of mental wellness look like when this kind of technology intersects with human needs and potentially human therapists? How do we use it responsibly?
Yeah, how do we make sure it's ethical and truly beneficial, especially to that 24/7 potential?
Key questions moving forward.
Well, hopefully this overview has shed some light on this emerging area. It's something we'll definitely keep an eye on as more research comes out.
Absolutely.
And maybe a final thought for our listeners to consider. If AI can effectively support people with certain challenges, could that free up our human therapists to focus their unique skills, their empathy, on the more complex cases that really need that human touch?
An interesting possibility for how the whole ecosystem of care might evolve.